Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for blog number 3. I'm very excited to be talking about these actors. I gotta tell you, this has just been phenomenal. The excitement is building. Everybody is just getting into gear. Tons of emails, tons of a lot of things. But I want to talk about today in this blog, casting crew. Valerie, I can't say enough about her. She really grasped the role of Tabitha, and she gave it that three-dimensional character that I wanted. She was able to. There are certain scenes in this film where her emotions are all over the place, and to be able to express that, one after the other, whether it's happy, sad, or anger, I really liked that she was able to do that. And plus, she's an excellent actor to work with. I mean, always on time, always available, ready with fresh ideas. It was great. Rachel and Cheryl. She is a very energetic, very exciting, loves to laugh, always gets me laughing. A lot of the times I have to keep her away from me so she doesn't get me giggling, because once I start laughing I can't stop. It's horrible. But she's very energetic, very punctual, very on time, takes direction very well, and she works very well with the actors. She was very strong. She's a very strong character, very determined, and I really like that. And a wonderful person on set, happy, always laughing. By the way, I love to laugh. Sean he's great in the role. I mean, as Jay, he plays a very complicated character on its own. Very funny character, and serious. He pulled it off nicely. He really did. I mean, he reminds me a lot of Bruce Campbell. Evil Dead. His personality comes across a lot like that, and he's got a lot of. His voice sounds a lot like that, but he's very into the character, very into that genre. He reminded me of him a lot, so it was very interesting to watch him play that character. Let's talk about the crew. One of the most underrated, and I don't think people are aware of how important the crew is. Richard FeaR. I'd like to talk about Richard. What a DOP. This man goes beyond what a DOP has to do for a director. He helped me set up. He was there right to the end. I don't know if a lot of people are aware of this, but two of the most important people a director will ever work with is an editor and a DOP. The DOP has to be by the director at all times. We need to do whether it's a block rehearsals, they need to see exactly what's going on, and then you get the hell out of there, let them do their thing. Light it up properly. Richard was very talented. He brought a lot to this film. I mean, I can't go on about this man. We shot through, like I said, bad weather. We just kept going through, sometimes 24-hour days shooting. We had those kind of days, and Richard was there. He was there right from the get-go. He is a man that you can depend on to film anything. He will not let you down. He will be there. He will take his time. He's very pleasant, very calm. Specifically knows how to light up a scene. I'm very impressed with what he's come up with. Richard, you make me look good. Let's talk about John Crosman Sr., executive producer. John, he will be known as the bad man. What I mean by that is that if there's something wrong, or you've done something wrong, or something is not going right, John is the man who calls you up and says, he says it like it is, and he says this is wrong, and he corrects the problem. I've sat with many meetings with me, John, and Diane every Tuesday and Friday nights. We have our major meetings, and we talk about everything. And believe me, there's a lot to talk about, and a lot of problem solving. The three of us butt heads a lot. We don't argue. We never argue. but we always try and problem solve. But when it comes down to saying it like it is, John's there, and he will be there. He's a great executive producer. He also was there right from the get-go, right from when I did storyboards and call sheets and location scouting and wardrobes and trailers and all that stuff for the actors. John was there. He put a lot into it. He helped organize a lot of the scenes and was there on any level that I needed somebody at. John is basically one of my best friends and also a very important part of the production side of CycLe FeaR. You know, as goes with part of any crew member, they're all important. But John, you were there all the time. You always made sure if we had a problem, you know, it's great to be able to go to him and say, John, we've got this issue. What do we do? Just sit back. Let's think about it. Let's talk rationally. What can we do? What works and what doesn't work? So John was very, very good at that, and I'm very, very pleased. So John, I thank you for that. Tony Perfilio. He is an actor in our film and also is executive producer. When you read the script, he wanted to be a part of this, and it was exciting. He came to me and said, I would like to be involved in this project. I think this is going to be an awesome project. I said, I think so too. But it was interesting because he had to separate the two, executive producer and actor. So when he was on set, he did that just fantastic. He gave me respect. He was always professional. He got into character, and he takes direction very well. And again, I really admire the fact that he had a lot of respect for me, and he trusted my judgment. And we worked very well with the character and what we wanted. Talked very many times about Detective Paul Reed and where we wanted to go with him. So I'm really happy how he's portrayed Detective Paul Reed in quite a few scenes. It was a pleasure working from Tony right from the get-go. His motto, partnership and collaboration. What started as Perfilio and Associates and Digital Civil Productions collaborated on this film. I've got great executive producers. Taylor Long. I went through a tedious process, very tedious process, looking for the music of CycLe FeaR. I'm a big giant fan of Brian Tyler. He does a score of a lot of music that I like as far as orchestrated music is. That's where Taylor Long comes in. He's a man who does the same thing. He writes thrillers, horrors, all that type of music. Taylor, you put the fear in CycLe FeaR. You make us look good, and I am so happy to have you on board. I know I'm getting totally excited, folks, but the music is just awesome. I'd like to talk to you about Jim Norman. Jim, you make us all look good. Jim Norman has done not just the editing of CycLe FeaR, but the sound of CycLe FeaR. Yes, we went through several sound designers. And when we first had that first rough cut, in my wildest dreams, and I'm sure Jim will vouch for this as well, I could never have thought that CycLe FeaR would look or come out the way it did. He put a lot of time, energy. He would do a lot more than just an editor. This is a man who gave us, like Richard, like all these actors, they would give us more than what was required of them. And that's what makes a good team and a good film. And people giving it their utmost attention. Jim, the way he edited this film, this is a man who's taught editing. And he, just the way he spliced and diced it and make these scenes blend into one another, he made us all look good. right from color correction, sound. I mean, some of the sounds that he's put into this, it's just phenomenal and just exciting. I am so proud to have you on my team. And nothing more would give me great pleasure than to have you again on Feature Films.